Hi, I'm Dr. Sally Primus. I'm a board certified ophthalmologist with Hometown Ophthalmology and the Dry Eye Center of Evansville. This video is a part of a series where I go through many of the common dry eye treatments and I talk about how they work, how to use them. I'll even try some of them out right in front of you. I'll talk about whether or not you can get them on your own or if you need a prescription, whether insurance might cover it or not. And I'm happy to answer any questions. And if you want to learn more, you can check out our website at either hometownophthalmology.com or dryeyevansville.com. So in this video, I want to talk about masks. Masks are actually a big part of dry eye treatment. Many people know, like, oh, if my eyes are dry, you can do warm compresses. Well, when people think of warm compresses, they think of taking a washcloth, running it under warm water, and setting it over the eyes. The problem with that is that the heat leaves that washcloth way too fast. The heat is gone before it can do any good. And so there are actually professional level masks that work far better than a warm washcloth. And I want to go through hot masks, cold masks, and protective masks for people who have dry eye, especially if they use a CPAP. So I want to start with the CPAP users because this is something super common that most people don't know. When people use a CPAP, they can either have the nose attachment or the whole mouth attachment. That air often leaks out a little bit and will dry out the eyes. People will wake up with really crusty eyes when they wake up in the morning. And there are protective masks you can wear. They're silicone based, they're nice and squishy. There's no parts to pinch you. They have a nice broad back so that there's nothing uncomfortable about it. And they make like a little moisture chamber to protect your eyes while you're sleeping. Ideally, you'd put an ointment or a gel drop on your eyes before you go to bed, put on the CPAP mask, and then take it off in the morning, and your eyes will feel a whole lot better, even throughout the day, than had you not used it. And again, you can buy that here at the office. You can try to find them on Amazon. They're a little harder to find, but we do sell them in office, and we have a demonstration so that you can kind of try it on. We wash it between everybody, and kind of see if it's something you'd be interested in. But I've sold quite a few of these, and people have said that they have helped. The next thing I want to talk about is cold masks. When people have dry eye, we typically go towards heat, but if people have allergies, the cold masks can be quite good. You can get some, just at Walmart for $5, and I've used those in the past. And when I was looking at all these dry eye products, I decided to take the cold one home just to try it out. It's a little higher level one, and oh man, I love it. I'm never going back to the cheap mask again. So this is the mask I like. It has a soft fuzzy back so it feels nice against my eyes, and it goes in the freezer and it doesn't freeze solid, so it stays flexible. It's made of these little gel beads, and it stays colder for a lot longer than I feel like the cheaper masks do, and it's reusable over and over and over again. And so I have been very happy with these. I get migraines, so they help with that too, but they're great during allergy season. So then the next thing I want to talk about is heat. There are two main levels of heat treatment that we do. There's the mild to moderate and the more severe. In the mild to moderate, we want some sort of rice bags or bags that will hold heat longer than a washcloth. You can make this yourself. You can simply take a sock or a nylon hose, pour not instant, but regular rice in there, tie some knots, and make a mask. That works. But for people who are maybe not so DIY or don't like rice, you can buy the pre-made versions. There's several brands. One is the Brooder mask. That is probably the most commonly one sold. It is not my favorite. It is good, but it's not my favorite because it's got this gap in the middle, and I feel like if you've got really narrow eyes, it doesn't treat as well. I have two other ones that are a little more broad. This is the Optase, and you can just see it kind of covers a little bit more. And the Derm is another one that sells really well, and they are reusable over and over and over again. You microwave them for about 30 to 40 seconds depending on the strength of your microwave, and they will hold heat at the right temperature for about 5 to 7 minutes. I always do this the night before I have surgery because it helps keep my eyes from drying out in the operating room by opening up all those oil glands. So these are typically going to run you around the $20 range and should last you 6 months to a year, just depending on how well you take care of it and how well you clean your face before you use it. But these are very, very commonly used masks. I wanted to show you another level up, and these are going to be the Tranquilize. This is a mask that looks something like this. It's a little more intense than the other masks, It's got padding in the inside, and you have an insert that you put on the inside. These inserts are going to heat to the recommended about 110, 112 degrees, and they're going to stay there for 15 to 20 minutes. It's going to be 2 to 3 times the heat overall compared to these masks. And so for people who have severe oil gland dysfunction and dry eye, this is going to be a lot more therapeutic. The way these work is you don't have to microwave them. They heat themselves. So I have a larger version of it to show you. It's gel, nice and soft, and there's a little metal catalyst in there, and you click it back and forth, and it starts a chemical reaction inside there. It's supposed to. That warms up the whole thing. So now you can kind of see that white spreading across. Now this is a mask that we use for our in-office treatments. In our in-office treatments, we will put this inside of our eye cloud, allow that to sit for 20 minutes on your eyes, and then I come in and gently massage the oil glands to release them. You can supplement by making it moist heat with these liners and spray, but for at home, most people just do the smaller version of this. But as you can see, it's turned all white. It is very warm, very nice on whenever I click these in a demonstration. I enjoy holding them for 15 to 20 minutes after because it keeps my hands warm. They don't hurt. It's not hot, but it's enough heat that it does the job. And so it looks expensive. Like, well, that's a lot of money for one treatment. No, you can use it maybe 100 times by simply boiling it for 5 minutes. So a lot of people will buy multiple of these, and then once or twice a week they boil some water, they let these boil for 5 minutes, and it completely resets them. When you buy a kit like this, it comes with 4 of these individuals, and it's supposed to last you 300 treatments or more. So it will last you for a long time. These typically run about $50. For people who get styes a lot, and it's just one eye that's bothering them, and they don't want to cover up both, we actually do have the stye ones that only cover up one eye at a time. Same technology, same idea, intense heat to melt that clogged oil gland. And so all of these are products that we sell here, but they're all over the counter. No prescription is necessary, and if you are good online, you can often find some of them yourselves. I believe the Tranquilize kits, though, those do have to come through a provider. And we do sell them here in the office. You don't have an appointment. You can just walk in and buy them if you're interested. But all of these are important tools in the treatment of dry eye and blepharitis.